is showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Pettis is back tonight, the former UFC lightweight champion. And not to say that he has reinvented himself of late, but he's gotten back to what got him to the dance, right? Focusing on the striking, not focusing as much on defensive wrestling and training. And the results have been really good since he made that change.
They've been really good. And Pettis is one of those guys that will confuse you with the level and the difference in attacks that he will go at you with. The knockout of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson was unbelievable because it was unexpected. The way that he submitted Vincent Henderson back in Milwaukee to become the UFC champion was a special moment. A guy that an organization, when they wrap the belt around his waist, knows they have someone that can truly become a star around the world.
And whether it's the Showtime kick or the heart or the toughness, this guy has truly changed the game. And 20 years from now, we're really going to acknowledge everything that Anthony Showtime Pettis brought to the table. You've seen that every time. With the undeniable DMX backdrop, enter Iron Mike Tyson. You know he's had a huge embrace for mixed martial arts. I didn't think we'd see him compete in this setting. Hope he's been working on his takedown defense.
Yeah, he's gonna need it. Iron Mike's gonna need to be able to stay upright if he wants to give himself a chance. But if he's on his feet every second of the fight, Mike Tyson has the ability to knock you out. Imagine a guy that can put you out with 10-ounce gloves, landing with 4-ounce gloves in the UFC octagon. Mike is fast, Mike has great setups, and Mike has a meanness about him that not many others have. You better be careful fighting Iron Mike Tyson.
He is ferocious, and seemingly the speed and power are still there at his advanced age. Mike Tyson trying to make headway here in the UFC tonight. Mike Tyson, he is ready to go soar with me for our main event. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Anthony Showtime Pettis! And now it is the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Mike Tyson!
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight.
Good.
All right, so here we go with this stand-up only encounter. We'll see if these guys can play by the rules. Not many rules, but you can't grapple at all. No wrestling of any kind. You also are not permitted to do follow-up strikes on the floor. We are underway. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Pettis.
I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head?
Right, early action here, and a nice hook by the boxer gets home on the kickboxer. This is exactly the range in which he wants to be fighting.
Yeah, because it limits the kickboxer, and the kickboxer has a very high guard. So if you're tight and you just pivot with the hook, it lands around that guard, and he does a lot of damage with it.
Oh, pretty good counter jab to the head by Pettis. These guys throwing early.
A really high pace too. It's a really high striking pace for these two.
Quick jab. Oh, he landed that knee to the midsection. Gotta think his opponent's gonna feel that one.
And he's gonna continue to throw that strike because he knows that his opponent can't take many of them.
Right on the button. Out of range with that one. 26 total strikes have landed for Anthony Showtime Pettis. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing.
Beautiful strike.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? We march on, 3 minutes to go. Well, he misses with the left punch there. All right, so another ringing jab right there, snapping his head back like a Pez dispenser. You can tell he was a former boxer.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell that is his base. The way that he throws the jab is fundamentally sound. He does it like he was trained to do it as a young boy. And right now, behind that jab, he finds himself ahead.
Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. Double jab there by Pettis.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing. Oh, man.
Nice defense there. Huge block.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Side kick lands for him there, champ.
A lot of times that is used to manage space.
Oh, hook to the head by Pettis. Under 2 minutes to go. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Overhand punch to the head. Now with the knee. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night. Oh, nice.
Back and forth we go. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots up top. I mean, he's got to move his head that way. He's waiting. He's being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next rounds and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Ready.
Round two here. Tyson gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Throwing that jab, no good.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You've got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Well, Pettis' nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Nice crack there. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
no, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent very bad.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Tags him with the uppercut. Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high, and I gotta think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, that's gonna think you can do it again.
I mean, confidence is key in anything you do in regards to fighting. So, for him to secure that knockdown early, he has to feel good going forward.
Looks like the cut man to my right is starting to get anxious with all the high volume of strikes being landed here. He has really kept his opponent on his heels throughout.
He's had him on his heels. He's got him reacting. He's reacting to the feints. He's reacting to the jab. He's reacting to every single thing coming in his direction. He has got to find a way to change the narrative, to change the way that this fight is playing out if he wants an opportunity. But to this point, this boxer has looked amazing.
He missed with that jab attempt there. Pettis' body getting bruised up on that right side now. Don't want to take too many more shots to that midsection. Big power shot there. All right, so the referee has called a halt to the action here, likely to have the doctor come in and look at the swelling around that eye. Not good, DC.
You cannot allow these fighters to dictate and determine whether or not they can go. When you have this type of swelling, you got to take a close look to see if the guy can compete.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this to this point.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight. That flying knee to the head landed.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. But he should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now, big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that 50.
Just misses with the jab there.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. All right, so the head damage continues to land, and at this point, man, gotta think the ringside physician is even getting antsy to check it out.
Oh, yes. You can tell that they want to check it out. But hats off to his opponent for putting together a great game plan, for staying on that face, making sure that when he saw the swelling start, he continued to drive him down that path
to where he is right now, where he's almost unrecognizable.
Round 3 next. All right, there's the end of the round, and the end swell can only do so much, right? His face looks like it has been injected. It's so swollen. This fight could end at any moment. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. All right, so the referee has called for the ringside physician. Perhaps enough damage now to stop the fight.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's over. Stop the fight.
Yeah, that's going to do it. All right, fans don't like it, but he was rendered essentially a one-eyed fighter, and that is the end. It goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage.
Well, he looks upset at the doctor's decision, but in time, he will accept that this is probably better for his fighting future.
Got to play better defense. All right, here one more time. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson. So, big UFC win for Iron Mike Tyson here tonight. Words you probably thought you'd never hear, but since crossing over from